Hello viewers, welcome to India Today. This is Maruthi Acharya and today's guest is very, very special for me. Of course, special because he's my first ever celebrity interview that happened 3 years ago. So we have with us Rana.
Thank
so
you.
firstly, the special thing is, recently I was talking to a journalist and we were talking about films and your name came up. And what, non-Telugu journalist again to be specific, and what they told us, if Rana's name is associated with a film, it is a special film for sure. He is everywhere where there is good cinema. After listening to what I said, I was really happy because I'm also a Telugu guy. So I really feel so pride in what you do, everything
Thank
that you do.
Thank you so much. Thank
So
you.
how do you feel when you listen such compliment?
Well, I think that's it's very nice when you're saying it. I think that's what we stand for. We're here to tell good stories. We're here to find new voices, make sure they reach the largest audience. Because at some point we need that, and we had people who help us in a mainstream world with alternative storytelling.
Yeah.
And I think that's really what the audience is looking for, and that's become part of my job now. So I'm happy doing it.
What I really like about you is, again, first, whenever we talk about Rana, like I used to tell people that, if passion ever has a human face, passion for
Thank you,
cinema,
thank you.
it is Rana. Then now it is passion because you're excited about everything. I'm also excited about everything. But how do you get that drive? You're into cinema, production, business. What's the drive?
Well, to me, I don't know. I started working very early.
Okay.
I was in the business of storytelling. I did visual effects in the beginning. I produced films after. I became an actor post there. I started endorsing and building consumer brands after that. I was always in tech right from the beginning. It's like I had a desk job and I became an actor and the desk never left me. And that just became the way of life. So yeah, so I think, and if you're excited about something, I think you just got to go ahead and do it. Burn your fingers, get your hands dirty, but do what it takes.
The new thing that you're onto is Loca Loka.
Yes, sir.
And it is recently in November, I think it's launched in India.
Yes.
Firstly, correct me if I'm wrong, Loca Loka, Wild World.
Crazy world. Yeah.
Crazy world.
Yeah,
Crazy
yeah,
world. Okay, so before getting into the details of it, tell me one of the craziest things because it is from India to Mexico. The journey is that big. Tell me one of the craziest stories around Loca Loka.
Well, I think the idea of this was a couple of years ago. If there were a bunch of South Indian boys who came together and said, "Listen, we want to make a tequila," it would have been like a ridiculous idea.
Yeah.
And say we want to make a global tequila that sells across the world. It would have been even more ridiculous idea. But the fact that the three boys got together and made it, I think that itself is something very special. It's Indian entrepreneurs, but making a global product. We started out first by selling in the US, going into Canada, going into the Philippines, going into London, going into Singapore. Made sure that we fought in the areas that were hard, where tequila was a mature market. It was a place that never heard of me or heard of Anirudh's music. We're going into a territory which is just that tequila has to win, like nothing else. And I think once we were at, what came really surprising for us is when we were at the California Wine and Spirits, and we won gold and silver.
Okay.
So the Blanco and the Reposado won. We're like, okay, we got to something really right. And I think from there on, there was no looking back. I think the fact that when we made our first Reposado and then when we won this award, I think these two moments just made sure we just keep going ahead.
Okay, so because India is a big market in general,
Of course.
a lot of population, diversity, and also you have enough connections also, but you started the product global and then you came to India. What is the strategy behind that?
Well, see, you're doing this for the first time. You want to make sure it's a product that's super right.
Okay.
As much as we believe it's right, it doesn't matter that the consumer believes the same. And we made it in Mexico, so logically the closest country is America. And we said, okay, let's, like I remember there was a big debate at that point of it. Do we land first in America? Do we get it to India? What do we do? And we're like, okay, if we can't win America, then we can't win the world. But if we win here, then we've taken everybody over. And that's what just happened. We went there, the first 6 months, we were across 20 different states in the US, quickly picked up, stocks getting replenished. I said, okay, now, then we knew we were in the game to play.
That's a very interesting idea. Great. Now, three of you, I spoke to Harsha also, I spoke to Anirudh also, now you. Again, like the three names, now that you're collaborated together, it feels nice, but three different backgrounds. How did that happen?
Well, Harsha and I did business together in the past.
Okay.
Ani and I known each other through movies, obviously, for a long time. And I think that's it. Yeah. Sometimes you need a bunch of crazy people to say yes to a crazy idea. And Harsha came to crazy me, and I went to crazy Ani, and then that's it. It just came in very quickly.
Wonderful. Let's talk a little bit about cinema.
Yeah.
Firstly, I really enjoyed your performances and the fact that you took up Kaantha as a producer and did
Thank
it.
you.
And I really feel that it deserves much more love than what it did. I think over a period of time, people will realize. But based on the feedback, what is your post-release analysis about the film?
Well, two things about that is we knew what we were getting into. We said, okay, we want to push an indie envelope. We wanted to make a statement that mainstream actors and filmmakers are here to make stuff that's independent. And I think that's the part that was achieved. But I think what we didn't achieve is trying to find that balance between an Indian consumer or an Indian audience that receives indie in a different manner.
Okay.
So I think it's a both way work in progress in some way. But we won't keep stopping doing stuff.
Please, that is because we want people like you in cinema taking cinema forward. Another question, because you're into a lot of aspects of cinema, into production and all of that. Recently, I was writing a story about how meaning entertainers or family dramas kind of cinema, which like Mirchi, there was a generation of all the big stars did that kind of films, or established stars also. It's not happening anymore. Even recent Rajas, if you take for that matter, is it possible to make a grounded, realistic film by established actors?
I don't know if you see, like the last two Sankrantis, we've had the biggest surge of family drama movies in Telugu ever.
Yeah.
And it's been the bigger month than any other festival, any other thing, and all making wholesome family entertainment. Nothing that was quirky, nothing that was edgy. It was something that the grandparents and grandkids can watch together with total joy. See, family in India never goes out of fashion.
Okay.
Soul family drama stories. A father-son relationship is a father-son relationship. An aunt or a grandmom relation continues to be the same. So I think cinema like that will always continue to stay in India in a very, very big way.
Okay. What is the last question? The next wild thing that you're on to?
It's so wild that I can't tell you right now. But I will get to you very, very soon.
Okay. It was
Thank you, man.
always
Thank you.
pleasure
Such a
talking to
pleasure.
you. Thank
Such a
you.
pleasure.
Thank you so
Really.
much.
Thank you.